Deportiva y con swing.
Deportiva y con swing.
La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti. Es una máquina.
Es una máquina
Pensada para ti.
pensada para ti. Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas.
Y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza.
Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí.
Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Suscríbete,
Ay sí,
infórmate.
ok. Dale a la campana para que te llegue.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. First of all, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Very good. So we have Rickie Weeks here today, who was named assistant in player development. And Rickie was kind enough to take a few minutes to answer any questions that you might have about his new role. Just a reminder, unless you're actively asking a question, please remain on mute. And with that, we'll get started. Tom, go ahead.
Hey, Rickie, Tom Hodgecourt, how you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you, Tom. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Welcome back to the Brewers.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Hey, tell us you had mentioned to us in the press box when we saw you last season that you wanted to get back in, in the player development maybe. And this sounds like a great opportunity for you. Are you excited?
Oh yeah, very much so. And I think the biggest part to it is coming back to the Brewers. In the same capacity. So for me, it was only right. Try to to reach out and to see what's out there. And Brewers was one of the teams that's set my I guess my push to be in the player development side.
Rickie, hey, congratulations. What can you tell us about what your understanding is of the job? What will you do exactly?
Well, man, as of right now, just, I may come into spring training a little bit just to assist on the field, possibly help out some coaching staff and things like that. But the main part for me is just to follow behind, Eduardo Brizuela, and on the player development side and as well as some baseball ops side. So, trying to get it, understand of the Brewers systems and how they work and, they're going from there.
What made you interested in getting back into the game in this type of role? What was it that appealed to you about it?
I've been wanting to do this since I was a little kid, actually, to be honest with you. Obviously baseball worked out for me, so that, it kind of took precedent. But for me, once I got done playing, the first off was to go back to school. I should be graduating in May here pretty soon. So doing that and I've always had that in the back of my head once I got done playing baseball. But for me, it was, see family first, obviously, and to be daddy again. And then from there, just take some time off, just to, know exactly if that was really what I wanted to do, being home. So obviously took my time off, and still in the game of baseball, doing some things, variously, throughout the baseball industry. And, and find my way back in the player side, or I'm sorry, the team side.
Rick, was there something that appealed to you about the player development front office side more than just, say, getting into coaching as a hitting coach or fielding coach or anything like that?
Yeah, biggest thing for me was just to create relationships. I think a lot of times, you can create relationships on the coaching side, but I've always been pulled and geared towards the front office side. I feel like that there's some things that can be done. I feel like there's things that I can assist with and hopefully help the organization, and reach the pinnacle. So that's what I always wanted to do.
Rickie, so I'm assuming you hope this lockout ends soon, right? Everybody wants to get to spring training and, to start your new role, you need players, right? You need them out on the field. What are your hopes there?
Well, I'm sure you guys wanted to. The biggest thing we want baseball back on the field. So that's what we want. But other than that, my role is to come in and try to assist where I can and do what they tell me to do right now. So for me, of course, we want baseball to happen. We do have baseball anyway in baseball business going forward. But for me, it's just to go ahead and try to do what we can do. And right now we don't have baseball, so it's just the behind the scenes stuff we got to and work on and the control we can control.
Rickie, you just kind of mentioned, helping the guys reach the pinnacle. You were part of the group that started the franchise on this new direction. I guess it would have to be pretty special for you to be a part of it once they finally get over the top and get that World Series.
No, for sure. I think that's one of the, that's one of the main reasons why, I think I came back to try to, help out, I think. And I think from my time playing in Milwaukee, yes, we were able to come in there and to do some good things, but we weren't able to get to the pinnacle, like I said. So for me coming in now, there is a bit of a transition, obviously, and learning curve, and I'm very, I guess, open to, all things put my way and try to help the organization.
Rickie, in your development as a player, was there somebody that was instrumental or something that was instrumental to you that you want to carry forward in your new role and express to the next generation?
No, I think the personalities, I think, from the top down. I mean, you can start with Mark Analisis, you start with Doug Melvin, you can start with the various head coaches that I had. I think seeing that, I think the common bond that we had inside the clubhouse, which was a direct reflection of the top management. I think that kind of, and it drove me to this side of the game, I think, and more so than just going out there and playing baseball every day, I think. And if we can do that and keep those common, I guess, goals, the sky's the limit.
Rickie, player development seems like it might be a natural fit for you because you were part of player development, you and Prince, JJ and Corey. If it wasn't for that player development, the Brewers never get turned around. It's important for this organization to build from within, isn't it?
No, for sure. I think so. But, a lot of times, we can come in with our own opinions or in our own statements, but in our reality is a collective group. So for us to come in and for me to put my stake down, that would be, I guess, asinine of me to do. So for me right now, it's just to get my feet wet and to get in what I get in and to go out there and try to help this, the team get to the top.
Hey,
Rickie, do you know? Sorry, Will.
Hey, Rickie, you mentioned going back to school. Do you mind just sharing a little bit more about that? I know you finished playing, I guess, in 2017, if I have that right. When did you go back? And you mentioned just about ready to finish it.
Yeah, so I must say after I got finished playing, maybe about a half a year or to a year later, I started back to transition to go back into college. I've always wanted to finish, obviously. I tried to go back to my old school, but they didn't offer the sports management degree that I wanted to get into. So no quarrels there, but I had to find another path and changing majors here and there, and to finally get to Florida International University here in Florida, doing sports management. It was all right for me to do from there.
Rickie, I was just going to ask you if you see where this would lead you, because player development can mean a lot of different things.
Of course.
Do you see yourself someday, down the road as a GM? Do you think you want to stay on the scouting side? Do you want to stay in, developing minor league players? Do you have any thoughts about that yet, or is it open-minded at this point?
I think you said it best. It's pretty much very open-minded, but the same token, I have some things in my head that I want to do. But man, like I said, it's nowhere for me to even say right now. But for me, you're always trying to climb. You're always trying to get to the top, I guess, per se. So for me, it's just they're coming in and trying to help out, assist, and the biggest thing is just create relationships. I think a lot of times, you hear about corporate, you hear about other sides of the business where can be kind of I guess unraveling per se. But for me, coming in and creating those bonds and creating that team atmosphere, it's always going to be the best thing for everybody.
Rickie, when you're a player, you always pick the brains of teammates and other players on how to improve your skill. As you kind of made the decision to take this path, was there anyone whose advice you sought about getting into the front office roles?
Well, I mean, it's a long list of guys, put it that way. I think, throughout playing the game, you come in contact with GMs, owners, coaches, old ex-players who used to play with, things like that. So for me, it's a collective group of people that I kind of lean on and kind of ask questions, bounce things off of, obviously, and I knew what I wanted to do, but also had some things in the back of my mind to finish school too. So I've been kind of been on this path for a while now, and I just finally got the chance to get in there right now.
Hey, Rickie, bring us up to date on your family. How many children do you have, and what, how will you balance, being a family man and getting back into baseball? I know that's always hard for players, but
Right.
guys too.
No, yeah. And exactly right. My daughter is 5 years. She just turned 5 years old in January. My son, he's 6 years old. He turned 6 in December. So yes, we have like they're 12 and a half years apart. So yeah, it was pretty much like a zoo early on, but man, right now I think we all kind of man figured out. The wife's a breadwinner now, so she's bringing the cake right now. So for me, I can sit back and just be daddy right now. But as far as the job description and job schedule and things like that goes, I think we got it pretty much worked out. But for most part, I'm just ready to work right now. So that's all I want to do.
Rickie, will you guys stay in Orlando?
Oh yeah. We'll probably stay in Orlando, and man, like I said, time kind of, time's gonna let me know, man, what I need to do from here on out, and when I get to that point, then we'll see what we got to do from there.
Any other questions for Rickie? Tom, go ahead.
Rickie, will we see you much in Milwaukee, or will you be more in and out of Phoenix where the training facility is? Or is it just too soon to even know all that?
Well, I'll be everywhere pretty much, but and for the most part, Tom, your guess is probably good as mine right now. So, man, for me, like I said, I just want to come in here, man, put my head down, don't ask, just go ahead and just, man, get the work done.
And Rickie, do you know, are you going to be working with Pedro Álvarez? Has that been worked out, or are you guys going to be on separate paths?
Adam, this is literally my first day. I talked to HR today. I talked to a lot of people today. So for right now, as we speak, I am going to be working with Pedro. I guess some or a lot. I'm not sure, but I know there are some guys ahead of him that I'll be following after, for the most part right now.
Aren't you glad you haven't had to answer all these questions from us?
I'll tell you what, I was telling Mike earlier. I said, all right, now we got 10 minutes. I got to go pick up my son. If they start going sideways, I got to go. So here we go.
Hey, we go sideways all the time. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
All right, unless anyone else said anything for Rickie, we will let Rickie go. Rickie, thanks again for your time. Also, a reminder that now that you're on the front office side, no more pranks on the PR guy, like powder in the air conditioning vents.
Mike,
I'm
gonna tell you right now, okay? We might not see us too often, but trust me, it's coming. Okay, it's okay. It's coming.
All right, I'm warned. All right, thanks again, everybody, for your time. Rickie, thank you, and everybody have a great weekend.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Rickie. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Rickie. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Aquí, en medio de la rivalidad Red Sox-Yankees, tengo que mandarle un saludo a todos los que ven la máquina deportiva. La máquina son ustedes, que tienen los motores encendidos y siguiendo béisbol, deporte, todos los días del año. Así que un beso para ustedes, soy Carolina Guillén, y un regalito para los fanáticos.